Can you talk about the connection you had with Jacob over here during the game and 3 touchdown passes?
It's crazy. I mean, I feel like we could have more. You know what I mean? So it's just, we got 11 more games.
Jacob, was there something that they were doing that they weren't doing maybe in terms of their coverage where you were able to get leverage to kind of get around guys and get past them?
I think honestly it was just the play calling that got me in the right position at the right time. And then also just being on the same page with Jayden right here. So me and him put a lot of time and effort into film coming into this game. So at that point, me and him were just playing backyard football.
On the third one, when off the seam where he kind of threw it over the defender, did you just know that the ball was going to end in the right spot? Or?
Oh yeah, I mean we talked about it. Me and him gave each other that look, and after that, calling height, ran my route, did the ball. I'm like, that's what we do at practice. So I just have to come with it.
What goes through your head when you see just you in one game to the end zone?
I get excited. In my head, I just think in my head I gotta outrun him. So if I outrun him, and then he throws the ball that he's capable of throwing, and after that we're just gonna party in the end zone and have fun.
Jay, can you talk about that? So after they made it 31-20, you guys had a long drive over the third and fourth quarter, 75 yards, mostly running plays. That drive and just also the performance of the offensive line.
Sure, I mean, that drive just showed that we really want to run the ball, we can run the ball. We got the front that we got, I feel like this offseason our O-line put on a lot of weight. They killed it in the weight room, killed it in running, and everything ran it. So, I mean, that's credit to the O-line and big boys up front, especially in the pass blocking too, you know what I mean? We got sacked one time, but I think, you know what I mean? Maybe I could have tried more to get out of that, but I was just trying to get the clock to run more, so.
There was a little hiccup in the first half where Dorian had the fumble and then you had the interception.
Yeah.
How do you just push those aside and just say next play?
Simple. Just push it aside and say next play. That simple. Honestly, I've been telling the guys we got 4 quarters. We only got 2 quarters, you know what I mean? We got 2 halves. So we can't just come out these first 2 quarters, you know what I mean? And then not show up the last 2, so.
Did you see anything from maybe the guys who had been here before this season that, oh no, it's happening again kind of thing?
Nah, I didn't see that, you know what I mean? The defense came up to me and hey, we need to score on that, I got you. And then vice versa, hey, I need to stop right here. You get a stop, we will go down and score something, you know what I mean? So I feel like this team got a connection that nobody really understands yet, so.
How big is it for the offense when those mistakes do happen and then the defense comes up with a turnover and they're able to, take that momentum and go down?
I mean, that's big, because I mean, the fumble was kind of momentum stopper, and the interception, momentum stopper, but I mean, the defense held their own, you know what I mean? So kind of put a stop to that, and we went up there and we just executed on one. I feel like we stopped ourselves. On drives we didn't score, we stopped ourselves. We should have scored every drive. So.
Now, neither of you guys were a part of last year's team, but how do you think off-season work in the red zone has helped you guys moving forward?
A lot. I feel like it helped us a lot. Just knowing mismatches, what play calls are called, and who we're trying to go after. So, I mean, it just helped repping it, getting repetition and everything every day. So,
Jacob, how do you think you guys did in the red zone today?
I think we did pretty good. I mean, going into training camp or even spring ball, that was one of our main focuses in the red area. And, Coach was putting huge emphasis on, making those plays count in the red zone area and get points on the board. So, just the whole training camp, I think we did a pretty good job at it. And today it just showed.
Did it feel like to you that the heat affected one team more than the other?
Yeah, I strongly think so. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the whole training camp, me and him were in the 12 o'clock group pulling sleds at 102, 105 degree weather. So this is really nothing to us. We're used to it. San Diego's known for pretty good weather, 78 in the 80s. So I think we had a little bit of a advantage.
So you're happy when you saw that it was going to be kind of a heat?
I mean, I wasn't happy, but we just all knew that. I mean, they just didn't train in it. So we trained in it. We know what we do. 90-something was kind of cool to us. So we kind of, just up-tempo.
as long as there's no snow.
What did you guys think of the fan support today on the road?
I was surprised. I was surprised we had that much fans out there, I appreciate everybody who came out and watched the game, and they stayed all throughout the game, too. So the energy kind of helped us offensively and defensively, too, so.
T-Mac, I think, had 2 catches, and that was pretty memorable. He had the slant touchdown where he got blocked at the end, held onto the ball, and then that one where you were kind of running to your left and tried to kind of throw. Can you just describe those 2 plays?
I mean, I know him. He can just make plays. I just got to put it up there around his area. He should have had another touchdown on a hook and go. I just threw that up out of bounds. That's on me. So I took away a touchdown from me on that. And I mean, I just believe in those guys and two outside guys that they're gonna go get it. Even this guy, they're gonna go get it. You know, they got legs, they can run. Those two guys on the outside can jump. T-Mac got the size, the frame. So
How impressed were you with the freshmen? I mean, it seemed like they had no fear. Everybody was making plays offensively, defensively, in terms of those newcomers.
I mean, I feel like just the time I've been here, I mean, it's kind of expected from them. This isn't just a ordinary group of freshmen, I would say, you know what I mean? Came in with the right mindset, came in to work. They knew that the expectation set for them was really high and they needed to meet it, and I feel like they did a really good job.
Jacob, is this kind of game what you were expecting when you kind of studied what Jed Fish's offense could be and the role that he would put you in?
Oh yeah, 100%. Going into this fall camp, we started going over plays, stuff like that, going over film. So just going out there today and then executing those certain plays that we would run over and over and over. I mean, it's just kind of like the back of my hand. I know it pretty well. And certain looks, we know what to do. If it's another look, we know what to do. We don't hesitate, we don't flinch. We just go, we just go punches, and that's what I did. And today, I mean, it was just a fun atmosphere to be in. I'd love to be a Arizona Wildcat with my dreams. So definitely taking it in the moment.
Any more questions?
What stats jumping out at you there? It's like you say, wow, so just out of curiosity.
Just Jerry's 12 tackles. That man was all over the field today, so he worked hard. I know he broke his leg when we played with Washington State, and just watching him rehab this whole offseason. I give that guy credit. 12 tackles, a lot of tackles.